Okay, so Nora's group and which other group? I said Aitana's group, I think, right? You guys over there?
How many are we supposed to do in a day?
What?
Matter? Like 3 or 2?
Like 2 a day or something.
Okay.
So I'm kind of rotating the groups. So I know this team has done 2 already.
But you only do 1 when you're giving a speech, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're the one giving the speech. Yeah. You've done 3? Oh, you were a rock star.
Wow.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Oh.
Woo. Yeah.
I got it.
Does anyone else?
Okay, let's focus on Nora. I guess they are.
It's the wind.
Okay.
Alright. So, it is very widely accepted that the ocean is an extremely important resource. Over half of the world's population lives within a coastal zone, and as residents of SLO, we are part of this one half. By removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and producing oxygen, the ocean literally helps us live and breathe, and we could not live or breathe without it every single day. It plays a huge role in balancing the chemistry of the earth, and it helps us survive. However, the health of our ocean is at a huge risk. I'm going to explain to you guys this risk and its insignificance, some possibilities for the future, and why it is so important that we change our behavior. So, according to the Ocean Health Index, over 90% of wild-caught fisheries are either overfished or fished at full capacity. This does not only harm the specific species that is being harvested, but also has a domino effect on the entire ecosystem, which is supposed to be at a careful balance. This means that other species suffer from the absence of another one. From ocean acidification, the other CO2 problem, increasing emissions of CO2 from humans causes the ocean to absorb larger quantities of CO2 from the atmosphere. This extra CO2 begins to form carbonic acid and lowers the pH of the ocean, making it more acidic. Another problem with the fishing is that large quantities of bycatch are also harvested and killed, which also throws off this ecosystem balance. This is a picture of overfishing as well as some bycatch. You can see turtle, which is very sad. According to marinebio.org, this absorption of carbon dioxide disrupts organisms with a calcifying shell, so this would be like coral. It affects their ability to reproduce. So it's not necessarily killing the older, like more mature coral, but it doesn't allow the baby coral to grow. So this is when we see mass extinctions of the coral reefs. So this is a picture of a calcifying. It would be an organism with a calcifying shell, and you can see with the more acidic ocean water, it cannot grow into like the strong coral that would be in a coral reef. And this is a picture of like a dead coral reef. Another problem has to do with the coastal pollution from the land. There's 2 main sources of this. There's large industrial practices causes large amounts of nitrogen and phosphorus to run from the lands into the ocean, and these are toxic chemicals that'll cause organisms to die off and cause large dead zones. According to the 5 biggest threats to our oceans, large industrial practices causes these runoffs from almost every major river in the world. Another cause of this runoff would be from agriculture, which causes the fertilizer runs off into the ocean and creates an overflow of nutrients, which seems like it would be a good thing because the environment begins to thrive and the ecosystem begins to thrive, but very soon it reaches carrying capacity extremely quickly, and the organisms will kind of max out on the oxygen that's available in the water, and it will create a dead zone where nothing is available to live. So these problems sound really drastic and very out of our hands, but by changing our choices, this can move us in the direction of solving this problem. One thing we can do is to support fisheries that are more sustainable in the long run. So this means buying fish that will become sexually mature and can reproduce more quickly than other fish, because that will be more sustainable in the long run of keeping these populations alive, according to sustainable aquaculture. So for example, squid reproduce very quickly and at a very young age, almost at an exponential rate. So this would be a good fish to harvest and to eat. But on the other hand, bluefin tuna can take from 8 to 11 years to reach sexual maturity, and they reproduce at a very slow rate. So by harvesting them, you're very adversely affecting the habitat and the entire ecosystem. This is according to goodfishguide.org. In order to mitigate the effects of ocean acidification, you can try to reduce your own carbon footprint, which I'm sure like a lot of us have heard a lot of times before. But another thing we can do is to support environmentally ethical companies and to encourage your own lawmakers to impose harsher regulations on for big polluters and for agriculture, with the health of our oceans in mind. So by implementing these steps on a large scale, it will make a difference. As we slow or stop the harm of our oceans, these ecosystems can replenish and the habitats will begin to heal themselves. But if we fail to take any action, we can expect to lose many more species. We are already in the 6th mass extinction, global mass extinction, and we can expect to lose a lot more species in a very short amount of time. This is not an issue that can wait very much longer. According to the Marine Conservation Society, levels of oxygen will decrease rapidly and cause a mass extinction of all marine species. Obviously, we cannot bring back species that are already extinct, but we can expect a cleaner, healthier ocean that will provide for us for many more years to come. And I know all of you guys are connected to and influenced by the ocean every single day. And even if you don't think you are, I promise you are. So I ask that as you go about your daily lives, consider your own impact on the resource that impacts us more than we will ever realize.